YouTube, Facebook, Raven Nation. It's your favorite podcast. Tim and Chris coming back at you with episode 2. We're going to dive right into that spanking our Ravens put on them Browns. My man Chris over there, bro. How you give me 3 things you liked about our game, bro? What you take away from it?
All right, man. So first of all, Ravens Nation, I literally just had surgery on my jaw like last Thursday. So if you hear me slurring or whatever, it's just I just had surgery. So I feel like Kanye West, like through the wire right now. My mouth, my bottom gum all stitched up. But I'm here for y'all, so we're gonna rock out, man. All right, man. So 3 things I liked about this ass whooping we gave the Browns.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, so first of all, I love what the secondary bought, man. The secondary was as advertised. It was as what we heard in camp. We've been hearing Deshaun, Jimmy, Tavon, Marcus, Chuck, Marlon, everybody been flying around, making plays, calling it the no-fly zone, and we saying it as advertised, man.
Oh, yeah.
The only real big play I really kind of seen him give up was the one to Tavon, and he was on Njoko was on him, and Njoko was like 6'5", and Tavon was like 5'9". So outside of that, I mean, it was nothing Tavon could do. I mean, outside of that, I think the secondary was just as advertised. I mean, they were flying around making plays on the ball. Marlon had a hell of a pick off that Calais Campbell tip.
Yes,
man,
sir.
that was great. And I enjoyed seeing them get in Odell Beckham Jr.'s head, all that trash talk off through the all season. He was talking. Good to see him kind of get in his head and kind of make him mess up and drop balls. And Marcus Peters was there, man. He was making plays on the ball too. So I really enjoyed what I saw from the secondary. The second thing, what I seen from the rookies, I think pretty much all the rookies contributed, man. They all did a halfway decent job to be your first game with no preseason and no mini camp and OTAs.
Right.
You had some good tackles out there by Queen. He got a nice sack and a awesome forced fumble, and you was able to see his athleticism and speed kind of flying around a little bit. But that forced fumble was a great play, man. I think that was his best play of the day for him to rip that out, man. That's playmaking ability, and that's what you need. And Nick Chubb ain't no scrub, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So him to make that play on Nick Chubb, Dobbins, him coming in. He had 2 short yardage touchdowns, which was cool. But even like the couple little runs he had, you can kind of see his vision. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier in the first episode, man, they said he was silky smooth. You kind of could see it. He looked exactly like Ray Rice 2.0 to me. He's just the way. And then once he start getting involved in the pass game, he'll get that Ray Rice title. You know what I mean? So Duvernay, I think he just wanted to get his feet wet with that quick little bubble screen just to kind of, you know what I mean? Just to get his feet wet, get him used to some NFL action. You ain't kind of see him too much after that. But I think that was dope with Harbaugh or Roman or whoever, just to kind of get his feet, just get his feet wet. Malik Harrison, yeah, man, him coming flying downhill, that boy is physical, man. And that tip when he dropped back in coverage on Odell Beckham Jr. and hit that tip, man, Chuck was supposed to catch it. I'm still mad about that.
Yeah. He
owed Raven Nation about 50 push-ups for that one, man. But that was a hell of a play on the ball. And he's supposed to be the physical guy. He's not supposed to be the coverage guy. You know what I mean? He's supposed to be the downhill run stop. And for him to drop back in coverage and make a play like that, man, I think that was dope, man. So Phillips, man, I was not expecting Phillips to start at right guard. I was expecting Fluker to start at right guard, but here Phillips starting, I don't know if that's because Phillips has been doing that good or Fluker just hasn't caught on yet, because I know he came kind of late. So to see Phillips start, and he actually did a halfway decent job. I kind of seen some of the film breakdowns, and Phillips is doing the thing, man. He's athletic. They was using him to pull, so as long as he can, the more reps he's gonna get, the better he's gonna get, and we might have a nice solid right guard, because you'll never be able to replace when you Marshall Young. I'm sorry, never.
Yeah.
And Prochet. Prochet is a hardball guy as far as returning. I mean, he's a safe guy. I mean, we haven't had a real dynamic returner since Jacoby Jones. So, he's that safe guy that's just going to catch the ball. He's not going to, shake and wow you. He's just going to catch the ball, get you 15 yards, and not turn the ball over. That's it. That's it. So he did pretty good to me. So I was cool with that.
Yeah, that one judgment call that he had when he let the ball trickle down to the goal line.
Yeah.
But other than that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
That one little trickle, it's like, dang, bro. I caught that at 13, so.
Yeah, it's probably kind of like he kind of lost where he was at, and I mean, it is what it is. But luckily, we got the reigning MVP that took us 99 yards.
Yeah, sir.
All right, so Speaking of that, man, my third thing that I love Sunday was Lamar Jackson. And my
Yes,
notes I
sir.
put Lamar, Lamar, Lamar. You can see the work he's been putting in this all season. You seen it on the field, man. And I said it on the game day thread. It's like the game is slowed down for him.
Yes.
It's like poetry in motion. Like he moving in like everybody else moving in slow motion to him, man. He I'm not even just his accuracy, just his pocket awareness, man. Like it's like he feels the rush, and then like he just like whatever. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and
Mhm.
step to the right, and I'm gonna flip this to Hollywood. 10 yards out. You know what I mean? And it's like the game is slowed down for him, and I'm loving what I'm saying. I was sitting there with my jaw dropped, like in awe, like yo, I'm literally watching a superstar emerge right before my eyes. This is the stuff that I admire from like Tom Brady, because with Tom Brady, you know what I mean? He like teams are send a rush, he would just take that one giant step forward, create in a pocket, create himself another extra 1.5 seconds and deliver the ball. Lamar was
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
They was getting a little bit of
Look
pressure.
sharp. Look real good.
Yeah, they was getting a little bit of pressure, and Lamar was just avoiding it. Like, man, go ahead, get out of
Right.
here. He trusts his legs so much. He know he's going to buy time. He trusts his legs. He's so fast. He's going to buy time. So, I mean, I enjoy everything I seen from Lamar. The growth. It wasn't even playing the Cleveland Browns. It just you seeing what Lamar was doing and how the game is slowed down for him and his command of the offense. He was in control of everything. So I'm so happy, and I cannot wait. And I mean, for this to be year 3, and year 1 he really didn't get the chance to start until the second half of the season, man. I'm ecstatic that this boy's in purple, man. So those are my 3 things that I enjoyed Sunday, man. Tim, give me your 3.
All right, so I'm gonna go with a certain play that I saw. It was in I believe the second quarter. It was a shotgun formation, and I think it was J.K. that was lining up on Lamar's left side, and the play kind of broke down. And I'm thinking about the rookie Lamar Jackson when the play is breaking down. The first thing Lamar was doing, we thinking about was his feet and trying to scramble, trying to make a play out of it. You know what I'm saying? And Sunday, I saw Lamar Jackson improve, keep his poise, looking downfield, and he hit Hollywood for like a 25 yard gain.
Yes,
To
sir.
me, right there, that play showed me a lot. Like, it's not going to be I got to scramble with my feet first, Lamar Jackson. I got my eyes downfield, and if I have to, then I'm going to take off. And that's what the NFL, to me, is not ready for. They're not ready for that, Lamar. They're not ready for that smartness of Lamar Jackson. They
The
want him to
IQ,
scramble
the
so they can get him
IQ,
out of
baby. The IQ.
Yes, sir. That they ain't ready for that. There was another one too when the pocket broke down completely. I mean, it was collapsing all around him. Did he get scared? Get scrambled? Like off? Flustered? No. He stood there, stepped back a little teeny bit, rolled out to his left, hit Mark Andrews on the sideline. Like you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like be mad at him anymore. It's not that old school Lamar Jackson. It's that I'm about to make a play, a smart play, and if I can't, I'll throw it away. He's not taking on. He took a couple unnecessary hits, but he's starting to get out of bounds more with his runs. That one, he wanted to get that touchdown. He got down. He lowered his head, but he definitely avoided that extra contact on the goal line.
I don't mean to cut you off, but when I watched the replay, because Lamar, because I thought the same thing. I thought like he got like crushed. But when you watch, he actually kind of got down before the defenders got there, and the 2 Cleveland defenders kind of smacked each other.
Exactly.
That was a loud boom. So he kind of protected himself there, but I still want him to step out of bounds.
Yeah, I do too. You know what I mean? We already at the 1. Like, you know what I'm saying? You out of bounds at the 1. We got 4 chances to get you know what I'm saying, get a touchdown from the 1 yard line. So his IQ level, you can definitely tell what Lamar Jackson's been working over the offseason for. My number 2 is my boy, the Joker, Deshaun Elliott. That boy was flying around back there. There's a couple plays that I watched, especially the one he blew up Kareem Hunt. That man ran like a good 15, 20 yards, yo. Like a shark looking at fresh bait in the water. Just stunned at him, dude. I'm like, God, like that's what I'm talking about. Like he's really then took over that safety position like for that first game. I saw a lot of people thought we were going to take a hit for losing Earl, but Deshaun
Earl who?
Yeah, right. Who was that? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I definitely like him in pass coverage too. He did a lot of. He took OBJ out the game a lot. If you go back in like the third or fourth quarter, like he was barely seen after that because of that over top coverage they had on him. Elliott, you can definitely see how Jimmy Smith and Marcus Peters was trusting him a lot Be like, okay, we got over top, so we can go ahead and focus on somebody like Landry that was trying to tear us up underneath, but he couldn't even shake free.
Right.
So
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
secondary is definitely a problem for the league coming forward, and we need that definitely for teams like the Chiefs. If we, when we make it to the bowl and play the Saints, something like that, like you need that type of secondary to hold up.
Most definitely.
My third thing is how the receivers woke up. You remember from the playoff game, like they kind of disappeared. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like you saw our boy Andrews missing plays. You saw Brown. He had one good catch, but other than that, you was like, where's our receivers? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Snead woke up on Sunday.
Yeah.
Boykins came out the hole. He caught everything that was thrown to him. And Andrews, I tell everybody, to me, he's top three behind Kettle, and you got Kelsey. To me, Andrews
Yeah.
is number
Right.
three. And
Right. Yeah. Yeah. He's top three. I
oh
agree.
yeah, every catch he had was contested, and he came down with it, and he was showing people like, yeah, this is it. This is my team. I'm the
Right.
top. I'm the top dog around here.
Right.
So yeah, those are the three things that I really take from the team from the game, and I definitely think we're going to keep improving on it. So we're gonna hop into the three things that we think we can improve on. Three takes from the game that we didn't like. What you
All right.
feeling on that?
So 3 things I didn't like. I did not like the pass rush. I can't really say I was disappointed, but I was a little let down. I thought they would have been able to kind of kill Baker a little bit more, get in his face a little bit more. Because their old line is not good. Cleveland old line is not good, and it was times that Wink was sending 5 and 6, and they were just picking it up. Like it wasn't getting through. They flushed them out a couple times. They did, like I said, they did get the big a couple times, but it wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting like dominance. You know what I mean? You think when you got Fergie, Derek Wolf, and Calais Campbell bringing this extra pass rush, like I said, Judon, and like I said, Fergie and Pennell. They wasn't getting there. You know what I mean? So like, maybe this was their preseason game to kind of warm up. I'm hoping it ramps up later on. But now I can kind of see why Eric DeCosta was sniffing around Jadeveon Clowney and Yannick Ngakoue, because you kind of need that dominant guy on the other side to kind of get the other team's attention and actually get a pass rush. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I actually had to look up and see if Judon was actually playing. I'm like, wait a minute. where's our pass rush?
Right,
like,
right, man. And I'm kind of tired of hearing that story. You know what I mean? Like, we not getting there. And and Wink I trust. Wink is good at scheming and drawing up stuff, so he can draw up a pass rush, but I want to be able to get pressure with 4. You know what I mean? Just 4, and we get back there. So that's one thing that did bother me was the pass rush.
Your blitz should be like a specialty. You know what I mean? Like, you already can handle my pass rush, but now I'm gonna blitz you. So I'm gonna really, but yeah.
Yeah, the second thing was the interior O line. Like I said, Phillips did okay, but he's still a rookie. Scar, you can tell he's still trying to get it back from this injury. I mean, he tore like every ligament in his knee, so he still got in his legs. He tore like a PCL, ACL, MCL. He tore like everything in his knee. So I think it's gonna take him some time to get that back, trusting his legs. Under live bullets, it's different when you in practice. You're not going 100%. But when you got Big D Tech was trying to come down on you, and you got to try to pick up blitzes, you got to learn to trust that leg and plant that leg. You know what I mean? So I think it's gonna take some time and Bozeman. So I think with that interior, it did take a step back. Like I said, with Marshall Yonder being gone, but O-line, we all know good O-lines are all about chemistry. It ain't just about talent, it's about chemistry as well. So I think they kind of get some chemistry and some reps in together off live bullets and live games. I think they might be better, because it was a couple times the Browns kind of got back there to Lamar, and Lamar was like, whoa, where this come from? He dodged, and what I mean? Yeah. He cleaned up a lot of mistakes for the O-line. He did it last year too, but yesterday it kind of showed he kind of cleaned up a lot of mistakes for the O-line. So that kind of concerned me a little bit. And the last thing, I am kind of nitpicking on this, but the last thing I did not like, Greg Rowan, what the hell was that Patrick Ricard play? We get this huge play to Hollywood Brown, 47-yard bomb that Lamar drops on the money, and we have all the momentum swinging our way. After we got a turnover, right? We just got a turnover, and then Lamar throws the big bomb. And on 3rd and 1, you call a fullback guy with Pat Ricard.
And when did we ever do that anyway?
Right. How in the hell why would you do that? Like, I almost dropped my phone, and you almost I mean, you did swing the momentum kind of back their way. You know what I mean? I was trying to bad teams. You want to put them away early. And luckily, like I said, we did put them away a little later, but that was a stupid ass play call. I'm sorry. That was just it was stupid. I hope he scratched that off the play sheet. When you got three good running backs like Gus Edwards, Mark Ingram, and J.K. Dobbins out there all active, use Ricardo as a blocker. He's a force as a blocker. Do not use him to carry no more.
Right.
So those are my three things. Like I said, with the Ricardo play, I was kind of nitpicking, but give me your three that you did not like what you saw on Sunday, bro.
So what I didn't like, I'm gonna get on Fluka as a backup for Stanley. No, sir.
No.
He is not a tackle. I hope that we can find somebody that can, if Stanley does go down, you know what I'm saying, that can step into that role. But that Fluka on that side is not going to work. I seen 2 sacks that he gave up to Lamar, and to me, it's like Lamar is used to having a Stanley, a wall right there.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like he's looking, but he's not really looking over there because he knows Stanley.
Because he knows Stanley hold his side down.
Yeah, definitely. Like you ain't got to worry about Stanley. But when Fluka got in, that really threw like the same thing you were saying about the chemistry. Like that chemistry, everything shifts. So like you can't run your shotgun pack or your pistol. Like you gotta kind of like favor your tackle that's new now into playing an I formation, which is probably playing into the defense. So that chemistry late in the game like that, him coming in there is a big no. No, we can't have that. And I think honestly it was a smart move by Stanley. I think he probably could have got back in the game, but I think he wanted to show the front office his worth. Like I'm not no easy replacement. And even though he asked for the big boy bag, but he wanted to go ahead and show them boys, y'all need me out here with them with the squad. The second thing is those missed opportunities, those flags that we just kept them alive in the second half. We wanted them to, I felt like, every third down, we was just like, here, I want y'all to stay on the field. Maybe we wanted more practice time against the offense, a different team or something. I don't know. But those unnecessary pass interference calls, they were silly. And maybe it is like getting out this is our only preseason game for the season. You know what I mean? The team got to get used to playing a different team because you don't have no OTAs. You ain't have meetings. You ain't have mini camps and all. You won't have that because of all the crap going on. So maybe that was a hangover from that. I hope we get it together because we definitely can't afford that right now going down the stretch with the teams we got coming up.
Right.
And pass rush, man. I want pressure from the front four. Like I said, like a blitz should not be helping your pass rush. It should be a specialty to throw in a wrinkle to the quarterback. You know what I mean? And even when we did blitz, it was like, they was picking us up.
Right.
And I've seen a lot of coverage throwaways. Like you don't want to see coverage throwaways. You want to see cover sacks. Like our secondary shouldn't have to work 20 seconds, you know what I'm saying? Just for the quarterback, like, I can't get nobody open. I gotta throw the ball away. Like, no, we definitely need to start putting our heads on that quarterback a little bit more. So those are the 3 things I wasn't really feeling. I see we got a couple comments. Some people want to see more Tyus Bowser. I'm definitely with it. Tyus is definitely that animal that I think can definitely wake up our pass rush. But we need more. We need more out of Judon. We need more. I mean, to me, like I said, Williams is more of a stuffer. He's your run stuffer, but I want to see him move the pocket a little, collapse the pocket down, so you can start. You know what I mean? Get that center and guard on you, so your edges can actually crash in and really cause some havoc in the backfield. So yeah, I'm definitely I need that pass rush to get live this week coming up. Going into our next game, what are your do's and don'ts for the squad? Like, what is your take, and how do you think it's going to come out?
All right, so this is my technical preview, just based on what I seen last year when we played them and what I seen against Kansas City. Their wide receivers struggle. I mean, they haven't had they haven't had time to get chemistry down. You can clearly see that was terrible. And KC corners and their secondary is nowhere near as good as ours. I'm sorry. I mean, the only upgrade is Tyrann Mathieu over Deshaun Elliott. That's probably it. But everybody else, you would take every other Ravens corner over everything they got over there in KC, and they shut them down. I mean, Deshaun, unfortunately, I like Deshaun. He looked lost out there without D-Hop. You know what I mean? He didn't he don't have no chemistry with these guys outside of maybe Will Fuller, but he always hurt. So I don't know how much chemistry he got with him. He kind of just a one trick pony. So I think it's going to take some time for them, and I think we catching them at a really good time before they get the ball rolling. With with all those receivers, and so I think our secondary will be able to shut them down. I think they have a lack of pass rush as well outside of JJ Watt. They don't really have anything, and mind you, this is after tearing pectoral muscle, tearing 8
Yeah,
knees,
everything.
31-year-old JJ Watt. So I mean, am I really scared? I mean, if Lamar can outrun 25-year-old Myles Garrett, you think I'm scared of 31-year-old JJ Watt? I'm sorry. No disrespect, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen.
I think they got just a lack of pass rush, and even from the game, I mean. Even from the game last year, they didn't really get to Lamar like that. Lamar lit him up for 4 touchdowns. And Pat Mahomes last Thursday, he was back there drinking coffee. You know what I mean? He had all the time in the world. So they're just their lack of pass rush. I think we're working in our favor. Another thing, they struggle with stopping the run. I mean, that rookie Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he tore them up. So I think with them being able to, with them struggling against the run, I think this is the week we get the run game going. I think this is the week you kind of get the wheels turning with Mark Ingram and
he definitely needs to break free. There was a comment about Mark Ingram too, slowing down the offense, but
yeah.
I mean, when you playing a division foe, like they kind of know what you're gonna throw at them. So you gotta go a wrinkle.
This is their third. This is maybe like their 4th time saying that at our offense.
Yeah, definitely.
They kind of know. They kind of know. So, but I think with Houston. And a lot of people failing to realize when we blew Houston out last year, they was coming off a bye. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Right. They was fresh.
Yeah, they was fresh. So I think this is the week that Roman can crank up the run game, and you don't have to rely on Lamar as much. And they have O-line issues. They struggle protecting Deshaun last Thursday, man. Deshaun was getting killed. And I love Deshaun, man. I feel bad for the kid, man, because he's gonna be the fall guy in Houston. Yeah. But their O-line stinks, man. Their O-line. Now the Chiefs got a decent front four, but it's not like dominant, like you know what I mean. So for them to be able to beat up on Deshaun like that, I think we'll have our opportunities. I think Wink, this will be a blitz heavy week from Wink, and like I said, you kind of got the blueprint from last year when we played them, and I think we'll be fine. I think we might win because I think they look gonna redeem themselves from that ass whooping last week. And that last whooping last year that we gave to them. So I think they might, come out a little bit firing, but I think we win big. I hate giving predictions and scores, but I think we win like 35 to 17 or something like that. So
okay. I was feeling like a 45-17 legit.
Okay, all right. So tell me why are you feeling 45-17, brother?
Well, for one, last season they had the best receiver in the league out there in Hopkins. And this year they ain't there no more. Right. So with our crazy duo back there with Humphrey and Peters playing pressed all game, you're not really gonna do too much with that. I see a lot of 3 and outs for them. I see a lot of big runs for us. Gus Edwards definitely going to get his spill back. Definitely, with the sharing of JK and Mark Ingram, we're definitely going to open up the run package this week. Right. And then, of course, with our play action, because you got to stay on the swivel with Lamar Jackson. You just can't think he's going to hand the ball off. Right. You know what I mean? And you got the streaker out there with Hollywood, and their cornerbacks is not ready for that. So it's going to be a lot of long drives, but we're definitely going to put the ball in the end zone multiple times. It's going to be a Jackson 5 again. I'm calling for a Jackson 5 this week. This week is going to show the Ravens, they're not playing around. So we need that going, into the Kansas City game. Like we definitely gotta, dust this team off, dust them off early, third quarter, 5 minutes left, have Lamar Jackson sit down and start prepping for that third, for the next week, because it's gonna be time. But this is nothing. I mean, I'm down here. I'm rapping hard in Texas. All these Houston fans talking their mess, man. They know. Yeah. They know JJ haven't been JJ since he came into the league, yo. He's been hurt every year. Man. And that's all they got over there, JJ Watt. So you need more to the table when you playing a complete football team. So
right. All right, man. That's your Texans preview. You got 45-17. I got 35-17. I think we win big next Sunday. That's a wrap, man. We'll see
Yeah.
y'all next week. Probably like Monday, Tuesday, we're gonna drop something new, man. So we'll see y'all next week. We're gonna give a recap of the Texans game, what we did, what we like, what we didn't like, man. See y'all next week, man.
All right,
Episode.
Raven Nation, make sure you like, subscribe, and share the
Yes,
YouTube channel and keep us
sir.
growing. We're definitely going to start dropping more of this content.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
guys.
All right.